All right, Chris, talk to me about this. I mean, I think this is so tacky and so unprofessional of John Bolton to be using this terrible thing that's happened to our country, this impeachment witch hunt that was put on by the Democrats, making a false accusation against the president who was acquitted. I think it's so tacky that John Bolton is now using this to try to sell books. But what's worse, he's acting like he's being suppressed or censored in an inappropriate manner when all the reports are pointing from the White House point to the fact that he included sensitive, if not classified information in that book.
Yes, and you know, we have a predicate for this. It's not like this has never been thought of before. We have Condoleezza Rice, who waited until after the administration was over to publish her book, as I understand. Obama's national security advisor waited until after Obama's term was over to publish her book. And the best example, I think, is actually Robert Gates, who wanted to be critical of the Obama administration, but actually waited until after the 2012 election to release the book so that he wouldn't be seen to be interfering politically. And unfortunately, Ambassador Bolton, whom I greatly admire, appears to be doing the opposite.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's tacky and unprofessional. It's also a terrible precedent to set for our country because the president should have a group of advisors around him where he feels free to share whatever thought he has, where he feels free to brainstorm, where he feels free to discuss the merits or the lack of merits of any policy without feeling like their innermost conversations are going to be revealed to the public. If you have that fear that your words are going to be publicized, you're not going to discuss issues with your advisors, and that's going to be to the detriment of the country. That's the precedent that John Bolton is setting here. And I guess I don't quite understand why, unless he's doing it purely to make a buck on his book deal. I don't understand what his motivation would be. If he thought there was a problem with that phone call that rose to a legal level, he should have said something at the time. If he thought it was a policy issue, that's fine, but this is not the time to bring it up. He's entitled to his own opinion. But the policy issue, as reported, was that President Trump used his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, to go to the Ukraine. And President Trump has said why he did that. You can be critical of that strategy all you want, but the president said, I chose Rudy Giuliani because I don't trust the intelligence community after everything they've done to me in the Russia collusion investigation. Even if you don't like the way that Rudy Giuliani goes about his business, which is you're entitled to your opinion if you don't like that, you can't blame President Trump for not trusting the FBI that's done everything they can to undermine him.